Well, howdy gang. Jeff from G's Gear here, knocking out some videos today of guitars that we are about to add to the store at reverb.com. And we've got some really cool guitars for you, some old stuff, some new stuff, bound to be something you're really going to love. And we're starting off with something really, really, really special. This is a Washburn 330 made by the Lyon and Healy company in Chicago, Illinois, somewhere between 1905 and 1917. So this is what they would consider a pre-war Washburn. And it is in spectacularly nice condition. It's been through the shop, it's had a little bit of work done, nothing out of the ordinary. And this thing is just gorgeous in every way. Many of the old Washburns, the late 1800s Washburns, were really ornate and sometimes ostentatiously so. But by this point in time, they'd streamlined it a little bit and it's just classy. This is just a classy guitar. So let's tell you a little bit about the guitar itself, and then we'll get into what we did on it, and we'll play another tune or two so you can hear it. The 330 is what they consider a grand concert size guitar, or in Martin parlance, this would be an O size guitar. It has a lower bout that is 13 3/4 inches wide. The entire guitar is about 39 inches long or so, and it has a 25-inch scale. Very comfortable, but it's a smaller bodied instrument. Adirondack spruce top. Now wait for it. It's Brazilian rosewood back and sides. It's Brazilian rosewood all around here. And it's in beautiful shape. It has a mahogany neck with a bit of a V profile to it. Kind of a rounded V. You can feel it, but it feels a little more like a C profile, but it's a bit of a V profile to it. With an ebony fretboard and an ebony bridge, bone saddle, bone nut. It's got beautiful inlaid purflings around here in multicolored wood. The inlays are gorgeous. These things are just spectacular. When you see the pictures on reverb.com, of course, you can zoom in on those and really get a close look at it. And it came into the shop in really nice shape. It did have a crack in the bridge, and the bridge was lifting on one end. And we've glued the crack, closed it, glued the bridge down. It was missing some of the original tuning pegs, bridge pins I should say, and so we replaced these with a fresh set of Ivoroid bridge pins. It had the original tuners on it, and they were wonderful with one exception. The little gear on the G tuner was cracked, and they were, made to specs that weren't like modern specs, and it was a compression fitting, so there was no way for us to get it to close, and we couldn't tune the G. So we've replaced the tuners. They're a new set of Golden Age restoration relic tuners that fit beautifully. We did do a complete neck reset on it. The action was a little high. Now we've got the action down to a very comfortable 5/64 of an inch on both sides. Leveled and crowned the frets. There were no crack splits or open seams, so nothing had to be glued back together other than that little bit of the bridge. And just kind of set it up and polished it up from there, and it's ready to go. Now, the model number is significant too. Washburn, over their history, had a number of different ways of designating models of guitars. And in the early 1900s, what they typically did was they had a number that had a digit that referenced the size of the guitar, and then one digit or two digits that represented the cost of the guitar. So in 1905, when this was introduced as the 330, it was a size 3 guitar, which was how they marked their grand concert size. And it sold for $30 in 1905. If we adjust $30 of 1905 to 2026, it was an $1,100 guitar then. And somehow or another, it has come through just about unscathed. There are some scratches on it. There are some little nicks and dings. There's a little bit of wear here. The guitar never would have had a pick guard. It's just fingerstyle parlor guitar type thing. But it has a little bit of wear to the finish there. There are a couple other spots where there's some scratches on the back that don't really go through. And it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. Now, and of course, you can't get the Brazilian rosewood anymore, so it's got a rather unique sound. So I think that's about it. Adirondack spruce top, Brazilian rosewood back and sides, mahogany neck, ebony fretboard, ebony bridge, bone saddle, and bone nut. Very comfortable fingerstyle guitar. It's actually a lot louder than you would think. It has a really nice, warm bottom end. And it's got a nice, clean treble. And it just sounds great. It's balanced beautifully across the guitar. It's a ladder braced guitar, as most of the guitars were in that time period. And it's a G's gear. I don't think this one's going to be here for too long. Just because of the condition, the rarity of it. We've searched the internet. We've found some information about the Model 330. I haven't seen another photograph of one. I'm assuming they're fairly rare, and it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. This is the first golden era of American guitar craftsmanship. That's sort of post-Civil War up until the First World War, and the Washburn guitars were the equivalent in their day of the Martins and the Gibsons. They were all in the same kind of price bracket and same quality bracket. I love this little thing. And I think if you're into parlor guitars, I think you will too. If you are looking for a guitar for recording with that special sound, this is going to be great in a recording studio in front of a really quality microphone. It's just got a great tonality to it, and you want to play it. It's so comfortable that you just want to play the thing all the time. All right, well, I'm going to play the thing, and we'll figure something to play here, give you another little taste of it. I wouldn't take a flat pick to this guitar just on principle. You could. You certainly could. But I like it as a fingerstyle guitar. So try a little something here. Beautiful. Something else I forgot to tell you about this one. When we took the neck off, we found that this guitar has a truss rod. It's a non-adjustable truss rod, but it has one. And it's got the neck nice and straight. I don't know if the truss rod is original, and I half suspect that it may not be. I don't see any real evidence that the fretboard's been off. So if it's non-original, the work to install it was done very cleanly. And it offers enough support that we have silk and steel strings on here rather than nylon strings. You could even probably put a phosphor bronze on here, might be pushing it a little bit. The silk and steel have a lower tension and there's less pull on the neck, but it's just set up. It's got hardly any relief at all, and like I say, it's 5/64 on both sides, so it's really cozy. So it's at G's Gear at Reverb.com. You can also find it at our shop, www.gsgear.com, where you will see that what we do is we seek out, buy, restore, sell vintage musical instruments. We also handle instruments on consignment, and we do repairs for our clientele. So if you have a guitar that needs to be restored, give us a holler. We'll let you know what we can do for you. We work on a lot of the Chicago guitars, the Lyon and Healy's, Washburns, Supros, Harmonies, K guitars. They just have a mojo all their own, and that we really love, and we bring them back. But we'll work on anything you've got. We've always got cool stuff in the shop. Mostly things from the 1940s through the mid-1970s. That'll be the bulk of it. But then we have some of the rarer parlor type guitars, and we've got a handful of them right now. And then every once in a while we'll grab something that's newer, that's just super cool, and put it in. So there's always something there to see. All right, I think I got to get out of here and get on to the next video. We'll figure something to take us out. And we will see you on the flip side.